right, so today we're diving deep into the Modern Poker Playbook. We're going to break down, with a little help from the experts at Bluffing Monkeys, what it really takes to win in today's games. Because let's face it, things have changed. Let's get right into it.
So here's the big one, right? The question everybody asks, from the total beginner to, even a pro who's having a really bad week. Is this all just luck? Are we just at the mercy of the cards? Well, let's go ahead and put that idea to bed for good. Yeah, here's the thing. Winning consistently today, in 2025, it has almost nothing to do with simple luck. It's a full-on discipline. It's this whole package of deep strategy, constantly studying the game, and maybe most importantly, having an unbreakable mindset. Let's break down the 3 pillars that hold it all up. We're going to kick things off with the pillar that has to come before any tricky bluffs or GTO theory, and that's your financial foundation. I'm telling you, if you get this part wrong, not even the best strategy in the world is going to save you. And that concept is what we call a poker bankroll. Now, you got to stop thinking of it as just a pile of money. It's a professional tool. This is the dedicated capital that lets you ride out those brutal downswings, and trust me, they will happen, move up when you're ready, and just treat the game like a real profession. Let me be super clear about this. This is, without a doubt, your #1 asset. Forget about a fancy bluff for a second. The first rule of winning at poker isn't about making a ton of money. It's about protecting this asset so you can stay in the game long enough to actually win. Okay, so once our finances are solid, we can shift our focus to the second pillar. Because the next battle you're going to face isn't on the table. It's right up here, inside your own head. This is all about mastering your mental game. And at the poker table, this is the constant battle you're in. Is your mind going to be this sharp, powerful tool that helps you make amazing decisions? Or is it going to turn on you and become your own worst enemy, just sabotaging your every move with frustration and emotion? Oh man, every single player knows this feeling. You are just crushing it. You're in the zone, playing your absolute best. And then, boom, it all just falls apart. You take a couple of bad beats, maybe make one tiny mistake, and poof, all that confidence is just gone. This is the moment your mental game is put to the test. So you come to this fork in the road. On one side, you've got confidence. That's what lets you make great reads and trust your gut to play your A game. But on the other side, oh boy, that's tilt. That's the downward spiral of frustration that leads straight to terrible reactive decisions and just throwing your strategy right out the window. The best players in the world, it's not that they never feel tilt, it's that they know how to recognize it and consciously choose the other path. So how do you do that? How do you choose that path of confidence every single time? Well, the tool that modern players are using is mindfulness. And listen, this isn't about meditating on a mountaintop. It's about being locked in right here in the present moment. It's about noticing that frustration before it makes you do something stupid, so you can just take a breath and get back to making smart, rational decisions. All right, so we've got a solid bankroll. We're working on our mental game. Now, and only now, can we really turn to our third and final pillar, sharpening that strategic edge. This is where we figure out how to get a real advantage over everyone else at the table. And a huge piece of your strategy happens before you've even been dealt a single hand. It's all about game selection. I mean, are you actually sitting down at the tables and in the games where your skills give you the biggest possible edge? Just look at this comparison, for example. A newer game like Short Deck, it's wild, it's full of action, and it's perfect for someone who loves to find an edge in a game that isn't totally figured out yet. But then you have traditional Hold'em, which is all about deep mastery and having the patience to exploit really tiny mistakes in a game that's been studied for decades. The whole key is figuring out which one of those fits you best. So, we've covered these 3 big ideas. Now let's just bring it all home and map out the path from where you are right now to where you want to be, a true master of the modern game. And here it is. This is the playbook all laid out. And it's a sequence, right? The order is so important. First, you secure your foundation so you can actually afford to play. Then you master your mind so you can think clearly when the pressure's on. And only then do you apply all that to finding the strategic edges that will make you a winner in the long run. Each step builds on the one before it. So there you have it. That's the framework for winning at poker today. You have the playbook. So the final question is pretty simple. Are you ready to level up your thinking? Are you ready to stop just looking at the 2 cards in your hand and start playing the whole game? The money, the mindset, and the person sitting right across from you?